Hello, I'm so excited you're here and you've decided to jump into one of my online boot camps. It's gonna be so amazing, but seriously, so happy you're here and cannot wait for you to get started and see your life change from the inside out. It's gonna be amazing, okay? So I wanted to take a few minutes just to show you where to find your workouts and your meal plans and get started. So today can be your day one. You don't have to wait for your kid to arrive. You can get started now. So I'm going to share my screen through most of this. So that's what you'll be seeing so that I can guide you through this. Once you've ordered, you're going to be able to access your workouts on Beachbody On Demand. And it's an amazing streaming option for you. It's got all the workouts you could ever hope for, every single program that Beachbody's ever launched. And you'll have access to the meal plans and calendars and everything on here. So let me just get logged in here real quick. Another cool thing is you don't just have to access this on your computer. If you're traveling or anything, or maybe you don't have access to a computer, you can also stream it to any phone, smartphone or tablet, or even some TVs. If you've got a smart TV, using Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, Chromecast, and Fire Stick, I think is all of them. But those are different devices you can hook up to your TV to be able to stream these options. So let's see here. Oh, let me just enter the wrong one, I guess. Hold on one second here. But yeah, you can access all the workouts on there as well. And another thing I love is there's a Beachbody On Demand app for your phone or tablet, not on your computer, but you can actually download the workouts for offline play, so that if you're traveling or don't have Wi-Fi or don't want to use your data or something like that, you can download them and stream them from there. So that's something that I love when I'm traveling, and I know you will too. Hopefully this works this time. Okay, there we go. So like I said, within 24 hours of your order, you'll be able to access all of this, generally 24, sometimes up to 48. But the really cool thing is you can start right now. You do not have to wait until your kid arrives. That could be 7 or so business days, depending on how you did shipping. And I want you to get comfortable with this. So for the most part, most of my clients, I start off with 21-day fix, unless we have looked at doing something else. But I just want to show you real quick here. You can sort your the different workouts by fitness level, by amount of time you have. Like, we have things down to like 10 minutes. That's pretty amazing. So no time is not an excuse to me. Type of workouts, if you like cardio or more muscle building, dance, we've got options for everybody. And then if you have a specific trainer you want to be with. So I'm just going to scroll through here real quick and show you that there are so many options to choose from. We even have Fixate, which is our cooking show, which you'll get your portion containers, your color-coded portion containers to use. And this is all fit for those containers, which is amazing. So you don't have to come up with everything on your own. We have a kids and family collection, which is also very cool, and incorporate your kiddos with you, or even your neighbors. And then pre and postnatal fitness is another great one. The yoga studio, which has a ton of amazing yoga and stretching workouts. And just scroll through here real quick. But yeah, there's a bunch of just exclusive workouts on here. Most of our programs used to come on DVD, and now they are mostly being just streamed through online. Our newest 80-Day Obsession and A Little Obsessed are only on Beachbody On Demand. So you're pretty lucky to have this option here and not have to just order DVDs every time. So I'm going to show you real quick. 21-day fix is what I normally have people start off with, unless we've talked about starting with something else. And you'll come to this first screen here, and it's got your workout list. And this one is in order of Monday through Sunday. And then it's also got a couple extras in here that you can use. But there's with music and then without music on a good chunk of these workouts here. At the top, you're going to come over to program materials, which is the key thing to do right now so that you can get prepared to get started. There's a Start Here PDF, tally sheets for this one in particular for your containers. There's a workout calendar that is going to be a key thing for any of the programs that you're doing because it's going to have specific days for specific workouts. And then your food list and eating plan. And so these are things that I really want you to get comfortable with. I honestly, when I first started with 21 Day Fix, I had the little book with me, and I literally carried around the book with me in my purse for probably the first 6 months. So I knew what container was what. But the really cool thing is we have our 21 Day Fix app. So whether you're doing that or not, if you're using the containers, it's a free app through Beachbody, and you can record your number of containers throughout the day. So I love that, and it also has the food lists on there, so I can have it with me and not have a little book in my purse anymore. But yes, so this is the food list, your online toolkit, eating plan. If you're vegan, there's a vegan eating plan option as well. And then any FAQs that you need, playlists, and then other languages. So everything you need is laid out here. I like to print everything out as far as the nutrition plan goes. Here is a quick look at the calendar for 21 Day Fix, so you can kind of adjust accordingly what you want to do. It's got your Monday through Sunday and different options for different days. If you finish your first round, you can kick things up by swapping out different workouts. So definitely look at that. They have them in a certain order for a reason, very particularly laid out for you. And then I'm going to actually go over into our Fixate to show you the portion eating plan that comes with a lot of these kits. Maybe. I will share one difference with you too on 80-Day Obsession. There's actually, most programs have like 5 to 10-ish different workouts in them. In 80-Day Obsession, this is something that if we've discussed that you're not going to start off with right away, we'll work you up to very strategically. But this one in particular is 80 different workouts. They film these live. So you'll have day 1, day 2, day 3, and then it's going to say booty again from up here to up here, but it's going to be different layout for the workout and everything. So this is a really wonderful program. I'm just finishing out my first round of it. Love it. Again, it's going to have the program materials in here to get started, your nutrition and everything. So that's with all the programs. The next thing I'm going to show you, it's going to be kind of like your BFF, is the Fixate cooking show. There is a actual cookbook that you can print out if you want, or you can just save it and look through it online. And like I said, it fits all the portion containers, so you can find more meals that you love and use those. Again, we'll work on creating meal plans with you as we go along, but I really love the ease of using this as well. So they record new videos each week, and you can actually watch them. They're anywhere from like 2 to 5 minutes, so you can watch them making the item, and so you're not like going crazy in your kitchen. And then something that I do recommend watching while you're prepping before your, this weekend or before your kit arrives, before your day 1, is to watch these foundational videos. This Containers 101, Pantry Raid, Meal Prep, so you prep 5 days of food, AC Style. Those 4 right there are the key components to getting started. So you understand the container system and how it works, that you're not going to be shoved in this little box of how to do things. It's very like wide open what you can still eat. I love the variety that we get to have, and that you're never starving or feeling like you're on a diet, which I love. So it's going to have all these recipes, but if you want, you can just go over to program materials, and your Fixate recipes are right here. You'll just open that up. They update it weekly with their new menu items that they're videoing, so the page numbers and everything change. But this is an item, this portion control quick start guide is something that's going to come with most of your programs if you're just getting the basic all access pass. Let that load. Portion Fix, actually. Okay, so you can use either one of these, this Portion Fix Eatings Plan or this one. And this is going to be if you don't have a particular program that you're doing. If you haven't used, like 80-Day Obsession has its own calculation and everything. So you'll just use this calculation, follow the directions and everything. This one's, let's see here. Please use the calculation from the program's guidebook. If not, find the portion plan using the calculation below. So I know T25 and PIO don't have the container systems because they didn't come out with the containers until after they were out. So this is something you can use for those to figure out where, what containers of your veggies and fruits and proteins and everything to be eating. But if you're using 21 Day Fix or 80-Day Obsession, anything like that, they're going to have the portion control system with them. So you'll find your caloric baseline, and then you're going to find your maintenance calories. Follow the instructions here, depending on what you're doing daily, and then find your weight loss calorie target. This is if you are looking to lose more than 5 to 10 pounds. And if you are nursing, you will not do the weight loss calorie bracket. If you're nursing, you'll do the maintenance calories, and your baby will be giving you enough of a caloric deficit to do the weight loss. If you're looking to maintain while nursing, you'll bump up a category, which we'll go over in a second. So anyways, if you're doing weight loss, you'll do all 3 calculations, double check your moderately challenged versus extremely challenging, and then you'll find your container plan. I'm going to zoom in here again. And this is going to be whatever you calculate for your calories. It's going to be up here. It's going to tell you what meal plan you'll be in. And you'll go, okay, I'm in plan A. That's 3 veggies in the day, 2 fruits, 4 proteins, 2 carbs, 1 healthy fat, 1 salad and dressing, and 2 oils and nut butters. And those lists will be down below here in a second. It does show you a sample meal plan over here as well, and tally sheets that you can also print on the side. So you'll go down here. My favorite thing to do with this container food list is to print it out. And I like to highlight the items on the list that I know that I love. So, wherever they are on the list, again, make sure if your program does do the container systems to use that one in its program materials. This is especially for the ones that don't have the container systems off the bat. So you're going to go to the container food lists, and some of them, like this one, is going to include more items than, say, 80-Day Obsession would, because 80-Day Obsession is more like 100% clean eating versus this is more of an 80-20 style, 80% clean, 20% not so clean. So it might include some items that aren't on the food list for 80-Day Obsession, for example. So what I like to do is print this list out for your program. It's going to have all of your color-coded containers on here and all the lists. The higher up on the list an item is, the healthier, higher in the hierarchy it is. The lower on the list, it's still good, but maybe not as nutrient dense as the ones towards the top of the list. So I like to go on here and highlight the items that I really like. Okay, I like Brussels sprouts, asparagus, and broccoli, maybe some peppers, carrots. So I'll highlight those things maybe in one color and go through all of your lists. So you have the things that you know you like. And then I always love to have people step outside their comfort zone. I know there's a lot of things that I wouldn't have tried on day one when I was starting that I love now. Like, I did not want to buy kale on my first day. I was like, heck no, that's super healthy stuff. I still don't eat sardines on the red list. So different things like that, but be willing to step outside your comfort zone, maybe one food at a time. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy everything on this list. So highlight first anything that you know you really like. Number 2 is maybe in a different color. Highlight things that you're willing to give a try, maybe in the next couple of weeks, so that you can try to find some menu items to create with those. Again, you can use items from all over the list. It's not a bad thing, but the higher up you are on the list, the better. If you're eating all in like that lower third of the list, you're not going to necessarily see as great of results. I like to do a variety all throughout the list. So that's one of my biggest recommendations, is finding the things that you really know that you'll eat If you know that you're not going to eat cherries because you hate cherries, don't put it on your list. Don't feel like you have to eat those. Yeah, it goes through all of these. And then over on the side over here, it's going to be Shakeology bases, treats, and other beverages. So these are bases that you can use once a day in your shake. And it's going to tell you the equivalent that it would be. Low-fat milk, 1 to 2%, 8 ounces of it. It's going to be 1 yellow plus a half of a teaspoon. So those are going to go towards your container counts throughout the day. Unsweetened almond milk, 8 ounces is a teaspoon. Soy, coconut milk beverage, rice milk, coconut water, those are all going to have different values. And again, this treats and other beverages thing right here is going to be if you are just doing this with like a program that allows these things like 21-day fix. This is pretty much the same exact list that comes with that. So I just really wanted to share that with you guys. Some of you might have gotten this Portion Fix eating plan, which is also available through the Fix8 program materials, and you'll do the same exact thing. It's going to give you an introduction, how to get started and use the containers. I love these. They have changed the way I think of food. I'm not counting calories. I'm not counting points. I'm not worried about macros and having to record everything on like MyFitnessPal. The macros, macronutrients, and calories are all laid out for you. So you don't have to do any of that. You just count containers, which I absolutely love. So much less of a headache. I would used to get like anxiety from having to count calories or having to count my macronutrients and percentages, all laid out here for you. So you're going to, same thing with your calculations and everything. It's going to have the different programs on here. And again, if your program includes the containers, you go through that program materials. And then this is going to be your different calorie brackets and then some tally sheets for you. So I'm going through this pretty fast, but if you got this book, you can spin through it as well. And then again, your container food groups and how to pair them together. I love like 21-day fix. You can still have wine a couple nights a week, which is awesome. That was one of the key things for getting me started. I was like, oh, I don't have to give that up. Awesome. Everything in moderation here, you guys. It's not a quick fix. It is not a diet. It is not any of that. So it's a lifestyle change, and it's pretty dang amazing that we can create the life that we deserve. And then we also have this water bar on here, 2 different ways you can spice up your water, because sometimes plain old water is just boring. And still have coffee and tea, preferably no creamers, but you can find different ways to dress it up. And then I love that it's got spices, seasonings, and condiments in here too. So hopefully that was helpful. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And I really hope this was helpful for you guys as you're getting started. Nothing too crazy, but this just gets your feet wet and ready to rock and roll with your program. Like I said, you don't have to wait a week till it arrives. You can start right now. You can start in the morning, whatever it happens to be. I'm here for you, and I can't wait to be on this journey with you. If you have any questions at all in the meantime, please feel free to reach out to me, whichever way we're chatting before, and I will answer any questions you have. And